Oh, we're bad. We're really bad. Um, let's talk about it though. First half, I mean, what more can I say about it? Um, no points again. Looked like shit. Couldn't get anything going. Had three and outs in a row. Very similar to the Lions game actually, where we had that happen as well. Um, the Vikings, yeah, they had 10 points. We did get that field goal. Apology, forgot about the field goal. Anyway, um, but again, we held the Vikings to 10 points. And in general, I mean, we didn't really get it going until that last drive in the second quarter, and I mean, that's just terrible. We should have uh at least some fucking yardage by the time, the end of the second quarter rolls around. I know the penalties were bad. That negated a lot of big plays that we had. Um, the what am I trying to think of here? Yeah, I mean the penalties were just really bad. The whole thing and all of that, and just so we make this clear, we all know who was holding. Wasn't very good. Um, but let's not, you know, harass the guy. There's still people. I'd say the same for Love. Yeah, he's probably gonna get flamed again for this game. But yeah, let's not harass any of the players. Um, just in case you thought about doing that, because that's not very cool. I'd consider you an asshole, probably. So anyway, moving on. Um, yeah. Uh, that's all you really got to say about the first half. 3 points. If we score there, maybe it's a 7-10. Maybe the game looks a little different there. Um, oh, the penalties and the drops. There was a lot of bad drops by the receivers today, especially in the first half. Oh man, they were bad, and the penalties didn't help either. That was the main thing why the offense really couldn't get going in that first half. The penalties, the drops, terrible. No real running game in that first half either. Didn't really find a rhythm until the end of the second quarter, and then at that point, it's I mean we only scored three, so it really didn't even matter. And then that third quarter, Vikings put up like 14 points. At some point, you gotta look at Joe Barry for that one. But I mean, it's even with how that defense let up 14 points there. Uh, it's still a winnable game. It is very much a winnable game because the defense did not play particularly terrible in the first half, and they didn't play. They played pretty good in the fourth quarter. So at that point, you got to be looking at this offense and saying, um, what the fuck is going on there? Uh, the run game uh, should have been established because I'm pretty sure Jordan Love was our top rusher again today. So Dylan had like 6 carries. I think Aaron Jones had like five, maybe seven. Actually, might have been 7 or 8. Um, but we gotta give those guys the ball, man. I mean, we're not gonna get anywhere with this offense. There's not gonna be much improvement if we don't give our backs the ball. The run game is absolutely atrocious. Um, but I saw some improvements with the play calling as the second half did start, and usually that is what happens. The second half play calling does get a little better for some reason, even though it doesn't work in the first half. And we scored that touchdown to Dobbs on the fade, and things were kind of looking up. And then there was a couple drives then where nothing happened, and then Kirk goes down, which I respect the hell out of Kirk Cousins, and I hope he's okay because he was limping pretty bad off the sideline. Anyway, um, it was just like when Derek Carr went down. I mean, that's momentum. It's just that's just how the game works. Um, Kirk goes down. You have the backup QB in, and they got that uh, field goal block, and then Jonathan Owens recover, and boom, right down the field. But then we don't do anything with it. Big defensive stop, and then nothing. Nothing comes out of that. Like, the play calling was so abysmal there. Like, I'm just so disappointed. And then the next drive, I'm pretty sure we had the fumble then. The next drive, another big missed opportunity by the offense to put up points. I don't understand how Matt's play calling can be this fucking bad to where you get two defensive stops and no points out of it. I think we had four drives in that fourth quarter where we could have put up points, and we didn't put up any. Nothing. So, I don't know. Uh, Love's accuracy didn't look particularly good today. Um, on some of the throws, but then there was other throws. He looked. I I'm just gonna say, Love looked pretty solid today. I don't think he looked terrible. Uh, the pick. I mean, it's kind of his fault, kind of Jaden Reed's fault. But we were starting to call better plays, and then we get into the red zone, and we don't do anything with it. But like in that red zone there, uh, the one I remember specifically is we threw it to Watson trying to do one on one, and then nothing comes out of it. Like, but you have third and it was third and 5. You can pick up a first down there any means necessary. Then you get four more downs to come up with a play that's going to get us into the end zone. I don't understand why we're play calling to throw a touchdown. It seems like whenever we get into the red zone, it doesn't matter if we're 20 yards out or 5 yards out. We're we're play calling for touchdowns on every play, and they're not working because I'm not expecting the Love to make that perfect pass for the receiver to catch it on that fade. And I got to be honest, Watson isn't very good in one on one. I don't know why we're targeting him that much there. So that's an issue I saw. But in general, uh, I just feels like I'm watching the same game every week. Play calling is bad, gets a little better, goes back to being a little shittier. Um, at least Love didn't throw a game-losing interception like he has done the last 2 weeks, actually 3 weeks. Um, but yeah, I don't know. His accuracy is definitely in question. Uh, he needs to take more time. Well, I mean, he can't really take more time with your reads, but he's got to go through his progressions. You can't be just throwing it to the first read. I think that's what's was maybe happening some at some point today. Um, But yeah, I feel like we could have at least scored another touchdown, maybe even tied the game up at the end there, man. The defense got two really big stops, and um, I think at this point Matt's seat is getting a little hotter because this play calling is not very good. I I want to believe in love. I still do. I think there's still some hope there. He doesn't look completely terrible. I see the flashes. In this game, I don't think he played particularly bad. We'll see what comes next week with the Rams. I know the Rams did not play very good this week, so maybe that's turns into a game. We're at Lambeau again. I'm pretty sure. Um, so hopefully we look better next week. But this week was bad. Another disappointing performance, and Matt LaFleur's job at this point is into question. I don't know if Jordan Love is the guy yet. Nobody does until the end of the season. That's bottom line. um, but we gotta give him some help. We gotta make the plays a little better. Gotta get the run game going so we don't have to keep relying on the passing game. Because I think that's killing us big time too. So anyway, guys, um, that's all I gotta say about it. Uh, hopefully we come back next week with a better performance. But yeah, I hope you all have a good day. See you guys.